Like for you to be able to come in and be able to play the way you have over this tournament, how does it feel? I know you went through, a lot last year recovering from your injury and all that.
Yeah, it feels amazing to be back and playing games again. It's what you grew up doing all your life, and to be have that taken away from you it's brutal. But luckily for me, Jersey and Utica gave me an opportunity again this year, and they gave me amazing recovery throughout my surgery process. So I'm super blessed for them, and to have the ability to come here again like I did last year and showcase myself and show them what I can do and be a leader for these young kids and represent the organization well is amazing. So that's all I can ask for, and I just try to do my best every game.
After, what you went through last year, coming into a tournament like this, was part of it like, okay, let me see how I can get back into that? Like, how do you sort of gauge that?
Yeah, for me, I try to be a physical player. Like when I was in Utica, just play on the fourth line and finish checks and get the puck in deep. So early on, it was kind of tough to get back into that and get the shoulders warmed up to it. But you got to trust the process. Once again, Utica, Katie, and Matt gave me amazing training throughout the year last year, and just trust in that process, and then just do what I've done for my whole life. And it's kind of just like riding a bike. It takes a couple minutes to get back into it, but when you're into it, you kind of just black out and play the game.
And how do you sort of approach then what the next phase becomes, right? Because you guys move into main camp now, and how valuable has this tournament been for you, for other guys, just to sort of move into that next sphere?
Yeah, I mean, for us, just getting reps and playing into games is huge. You kind of come into camp cold if you haven't been playing games, and for us, getting these 3 games and the practice we had with the high compete and high intensity, everyone working for to get to the next level. So for us, getting the opportunity to come in here and just keep your game up, keep your game sharp, and lose kind of the bad habits you gained in the summer and the 3-on-3s and whatnot, it's huge going into camp. So it was a great opportunity for all of us, and it was a fun time we had here.
What's it been like working with Ryan Parent, who now has, officially taken over that role?
Yeah, Perry's been great. Unfortunately, I only played a few games under him last year, but being around the room all year last year, everyone gained confidence in him. And I mean, Utica rallied really well towards the end of the year. We had an amazing team, and we made a really good push late towards the end of the year. So Perry did a fantastic job getting the troops all together, and then just another year more comfortable, getting to know everyone. We have a lot of returners, so for us getting to know each other and still know Perry and just get more confident under him, it's huge, and it's very valuable going into next year.
When you were recovering from your injury, did you spend a lot of time in Utica at that point? Like, were you there in Utica? And how important was that for you? I know you mentioned Katie and all that, but just to be around that environment.
Yeah, I was in Utica the whole time. I got surgery from Glasgow in Jersey and then headed right back down. So I was there the whole time during the winter. And, I mean, it was great. The guys were nothing but amazing to me, and getting to build bonds throughout the year with the guys, and then going back there. So we have great relationships with everyone. And for me, I was there for every practice, watching every game, and just seeing all the vets like Schmelzer and Whitey, all them, how hard they work each and every single day. So for me, that was so valuable, and to not take it for granted and take every day like it's a new day and just work as hard as you can. It was amazing to be there, and I really appreciated them giving me the opportunity to stay there all year.
Ryan, just your thoughts, takeaways from these last couple of days with these guys and what you guys have been able to see from this group.
We were, I think, just really excited and happy with how our group was for the whole weekend. Today, the game didn't go the way we wanted it to, but even within the game, we did a lot of things well. Just talked about process a lot, and pucks didn't really balance, and a couple mistakes that led to goals. But for the most part, it was a really good showing by a lot of the players, and there's a lot to be excited about moving forward.
As a coach, what do you sort of tell this group that you're working with now about what's coming up? Some of these guys have been to main camp before, some guys haven't. What do you sort of express to them about what this was and what that next step is now as they head into next week?
We haven't really talked a lot about the kind of main camp. The focus for this tournament was kind of to get ready, and it's a huge advantage to play competitive hockey leading into camp. It's a little bit of adjustment for players that might be coming from other teams that aren't familiar with the Devils and how they prepare for camps. But so just being in competitive games is kind of what we talked about. And then within the games, for us, it was just about the process. It wasn't about X's and O's, just kind of getting the summer hockey out of them and get them to focus on the kind of the intangibles, things that really can make a difference for them leading into camp. So like I said, we're excited with a lot of the players and looking forward to seeing them in main camp.
Tag really looked, very excited to be playing. He went through a rough time last year with a really lengthy recovery. What did you like about the way he was playing and showed up here? He said, he wanted to find that physical edge again and just, prove to himself he could be back out there.
He had a good weekend. He was like you said with the injury. He was a player. He was around our team a lot last year when he was rehabbing. So I saw the effort he was putting in every day, and it's not easy when you're sidelined. And with his games last year with us, he did a great job jumping in and filling the role and playing to the way that he needed to help our team. And that's what I saw this weekend as well. He was an impact player. He moved up in the lineup with a little bit of changes that we made throughout the weekend as well. And he just played to an identity. He was a good complementary player to a lot of our guys. Had some good time net front on the power play as well. So again, he was another guy that impressed us over the weekend.
For you as a coach, obviously, you're working with Matt now behind the bench. It's all new for you. What was that like to sort of, do you start, like as coaching staff, start developing a little bit of that on-bench chemistry?
Yeah. Well, on bench, off, how we prepare for the games. It's a new person. For the most part, everyone's pretty similar, but there are little differences that we have, and it's a good tournament to know your staff. I've met every new staff I've come through and we've worked with. This is the first time for us to get together, so it was good to get to know him, good to get a few games under our belt, and now we get to go and enjoy a few weeks just talking about getting ready for our year while we're waiting for our training camp to start.
Perfect. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.